What if the secret to a truly meaningful yard isn't about having more, but about having just one, perfect thing? We spend so much time planning our gardens, buying endless plants for curb appeal. But in every Amish yard, you'll find just one specific tree, always in the same spot. It's not for looks or trend. It's for a deep, old wisdom that will completely change how you see your own backyard. Yeah, it sounds a little strange, doesn't it? We spend so much time and money trying to make our yards look perfect. We buy dozens of plants from the garden center, we install those little lights along the walkway, and we're always chasing that perfect curb appeal. But the Amish don't seem to worry about any of that. They keep it incredibly simple. Used one tree. And it's not for looks. This isn't some old-fashioned design trend they're all following. The reason for this tree is something much, much deeper. It's a tradition that's tied to their family, their future, and a practical way of looking at the world that most of us have just forgotten. It's a piece of living wisdom. And once you understand the simple, powerful, why behind this one tree, it does more than just explain a custom. It will give you a completely new way to think about your own backyard, and what it truly means to build a home. Let's dig in. Alright, so what is this special homestead tree? The one you'll see standing like a quiet guardian next to so many Amish homes? While it can sometimes vary by region, the classic choice, the one that tells the whole story, is the sugar maple. And no, it wasn't picked just because it looks nice in the fall. This tree is a living, breathing multi-tool. It's chosen for its incredible practicality, a perfect symbol of the Amish way of thinking. First, think about the most obvious benefit, shade. These are big, sturdy trees with a huge canopy. In the summer, that single, well-placed tree is like a free, all-natural air conditioner for the entire house. It can drastically lower the temperature inside, and that's a huge deal when you're not using electricity. But the real genius goes much deeper than that. The sugar maple is famous for its wood. It's what's known as a hardwood, meaning it's incredibly strong and durable. For a community that builds its own furniture, barns, and homes, planting a sugar maple is like planting a future lumber yard right in your own front yard. It's a resource that grows with the family. And of course, there is the sweetest reason of all, syrup. Every spring, a tree becomes a source of food and income. Tapping the maples is a family tradition, a way to harvest something pure and valuable right from their own land. It's a bonus that's built right into their homestead. So you see, this one tree provides shade for comfort, wood for building, and food for the table. It's not decoration. It's a partner in the family's survival and prosperity, a living inheritance planted for the generations to come. It's a choice that looks decades into the future. And that long-term thinking is designed right into the landscape, starting with the exact spot they choose to plant. This isn't just about finding a nice place in the yard. The placement of the homestead tree is a calculated, strategic move. It's almost always on the south or southwest side of the house. Think about it, where is the sun at its most brutal during a hot summer afternoon? Right there. That dense canopy of leaves becomes a massive, living umbrella, blocking the sun and saving the family from the sweltering heat. But here's the part that shows real genius. The sugar maple is a deciduous tree, which is just a fancy way of saying it drops its leaves in the fall. So what happens in the dead of winter, when you're desperate for any warmth you can get? The branches are completely bare. This allows the low winter sun to stream through the windows, passively heating the home and cutting down on how much wood or coal they need to burn. It's a climate control system that perfectly adapts to the seasons, with zero moving parts. And the tree's design goes even further. That stern, solid trunk and sprawling branches also act as a natural windbreak. It takes the brunt of icy winter gales, protecting the house and making it that much easier and cheaper to keep warm. Every single aspect of the tree is put to work. Even the things we might see as a chore have a vital purpose. Think about all those leaves that fall every autumn. For many of us, that means hours of raking and bagging. But in the Amish view, that's not waste, it's wealth. Those leaves are piled onto the garden, where they break down over the winter and become rich, nutrient-dense compost. It's free fertilizer, a way to feed the soul that will, in turn, feed the family. Do you see how it all connects? The tree cools the home, saving the family from discomfort. It helps warm the home, saving fuel. It blocks the wind, saving even more. Its leaves feed the soil, which grows the food. It's a perfect, closed-loop system. This one tree is a quiet lesson in how to partner with nature, a living blueprint for a life of true self-reliance. But all those brilliant, practical reasons, they're only half the story. The real depth of this tradition goes far beyond saving energy or making fertilizer. The homestead tree is a living clock. It measures time not in minutes or hours, but in seasons and generations. When a young Amish couple starts their life on a piece of land, planting that sugar maple is one of the very first things they do. It's a statement of permanence. It's them, literally putting down roots. That small sapling grows right alongside the family. It stands and watches as children are born. It gives them shade as they play in the yard. It sees them off on their first day of school, and it's there to welcome them home. Think about the power of that. Decades pass. The couple who planted it are now grandparents. And their grandchildren are playing under the exact same branches, climbing the same sturdy trunk. The tree becomes a physical, living link between the past and the present. It's a silent historian, holding the family's entire story in its reins. It's the one constant in a world that's always changing. It witnesses weddings, birthdays, and even funerals. It feels every joy and every sorrow. It is a beautiful thought that a house only truly becomes a home once the trees you planted have grown up, becoming part of the landscape itself. It's a sign that you're not just living on the land, you're living with it. So this single tree is so much more than a source of shade or a windbreak. It's a living timeline of a family's journey. It holds their memories. It represents their past, stands strong in their present, and is a quiet promise to their future. It's their story, written in bark and leaves. But this story written in bark and leaves goes even deeper. It connects to the very heart of the Amish worldview. For them, this isn't just about family or tradition. It's an expression of faith. In the Amish way of thinking, the land doesn't truly belong to them. It belongs to God. They see themselves simply as caretakers, given the responsibility to look after a small piece of His creation. Planting this tree is a direct and physical way of fulfilling that duty. It's an act of stewardship, of nurturing the land and leaving it better than they found it. Think about it. The tree is a living testament to God's provision. It offers shade from the summer sun, a barrier against the winter wind, and eventually, life-giving sap. It's a quiet, daily reminder that if you work with creation, it will provide everything you need. It's a symbol of trusting in a natural cycle, a divine design, rather than relying on modern technology or quick fixes. This also explains the simplicity of it all. Used one tree. Not an elaborate garden or a fancy, landscaped yard. In Amish culture, humility is a core value, and avoiding worldly pride is essential. A single, useful sugar maple fits that belief perfectly. Its purpose isn't to show off or impress the neighbors. Its purpose is to serve the family and honor the land. It's practical, it's humble, and it's deeply spiritual. Ultimately, planting that sapling is an incredible act of patience and faith. It's a promise to the future, a belief that God's plan unfolds over seasons and generations, not just days and weeks. It's not just a tree, it's their entire belief system, made visible.